Olá pessoal, espero que todos estejam bem. Bora para mais um episódio aqui no Baldurs Gate 3 no Modo Honra. Estamos no ato 2, na estalagem da Última Luz. Gostaria de pedir que você considere se inscrever aí no meu canal e sinta-se à vontade para interagir com o meu conteúdo. Agradeço a todos pela presença e bora para play. Vamos ver o que nós conseguimos fazer aqui neste episódio. Vamos descer aqui. Sempre gosto de passar numa área e já deixar ela 100%, né? Então, aqui vamos conversar com o pessoal primeiro, lá dos Tieflings, que eles vão me dar umas quests. A Bex vai pedir para eu salvar alguém.
Please, I just want to be alone. Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin Dor, Roshan. I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Ele ainda pode estar vivo, não desista dele. Tem algo que eu possa fazer? Vamos
Not
nessa.
unless you can bring him back. Can you?
Posso?
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me.
Belezinha, pegamos aí uma missão secundária. Eu gosto muito de conversar com os NPCs porque cada detalhe de história eu acho muito bem feito no jogo. Daí vamos conversando com o
May the
pessoal.
road rise to meet you, and the shadows keep at bay.
Muita falar já encerra assim automaticamente, né? Ah, tem aqui.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am.
Eu achei que eu não tinha tomado a poção de falar com animais, mas tomei.
I remember you from the grove with the druids. But I think you were taller then. On the double. One hoof quickly following the other.
It's toasty in here.
Boi Estranho.
No, still incapable. Not for you to know.
Vamos de persuasão.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? A kindred spirit, but I only wish to be an ox. Do you understand? My little secret.
Troque seu segredo por um dos meus.
I'm not a busybody. You ought to use me as an example, or you might get yourself in trouble.
Foi mal então.
That's up to you. Good little hero.
Não vou me meter com você não, Beizinho.
Never thought I'd see the day Jaheira shows mercy to a true soul. Or whatever it is you are.
Acho que esses guardinhas nunca vai ter nada a dizer, mas vamos...
If Jaheira trusts you, I trust you. But I'll be damned if a bug brain doesn't creep me out.
Jaheira seems sure of you. I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside.
I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
É, realmente os guardinhas aqui não tem nada a falar. Mas essa aqui em cima...
From up here, you can almost pretend Isabel's light is the sun.
Hey, that's close enough. You ain't no Harper and you ain't no Fist. Don't need the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the goddamned help we can get.
Want me to shine your boots while I'm at it?
Easy. He's a bit on edge since the, incident.
A bit on edge, my arse. Not that you'll give a triple shot damn. But we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldurs Gate himself. Sure did. For all the good that does us.
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
Guess you need to be a goddamned counselor to get room and board around here.
Eu quero matar esse cara. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo. Não, mas aí eu vou colocar muito a perder, né? Deixa eu ver. Melhor não. Eu ia botar muita coisa a perder se desse ruim.
Lurking. Light inside. Look.
Ok, que random.
An honor to battle at your side. Jaheira is right to trust in you.
We lost a good one today. Jonas. He was as green as they come. Poor kid.
You made it through the dark. Lucky you. Not everyone does. We lost one today. Jonas. He was a good harper. A good friend.
Vocês foram fortes, hein? Derrotaram as sombras.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend. I hope so. They're all I have to give. Thank you. You're a good person.
Tentando controlar meus impulsos. Mas como dá pra ver, queria matar um punho flamejante logo agora.
Nice to see the dark spitting out more than shadows. Welcome.
Valeu.
Be safe.
Já falei que silêncio. No último episódio, nós apenas conversamos com os mercantes, né? Ainda tem uns NPC lá dentro ainda. Salvo engano, tem um baú por aqui. Show.
Let's see what this does.
Mais um.
Victims of the Shadow Curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
Errei. E beleza. Aqui do lado de fora falei com todo mundo.
Eager for battle.
Ô, Lezel, o que que você ficou aí, Lezel?
Objective noted.
Podia ter alguma coisa pra aumentar a velocidade de movimento dos personagens. Ué? Que brisa é essa? Beleza, vamos começar agora lá com o pessoal de dentro.
Best head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
Free as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
Is that Darkmoor the Wicked? I don't believe it.
Last Light's best bargains, right
His territory ran from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Cloakwood. It took half an army to drive him out.
How did he end up here?
Something good here, I hope.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall, the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
Aye, and more than half the others with him.
We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender, but they were toying with us, making examples, and we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others, maybe the cult got them, maybe the curse. Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Beleza. Falar com o Bebum aqui.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Ah, it's you. Don't you get tired of telling people how to live their lives?
If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. Is that a joke? I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo were taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone. They're my responsibility. You go save the world, or your own arse, or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Será mesmo?
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
If this is about Roland, go away! He called me a ragged little devil! Then he should say sorry. All I did was tell him he shouldn't drink anymore. It was for his own good. He can barely stand up straight. Right? He might wave his arms wrong and burn the whole inn down, or belch up a puddle of acid. Anyway, it's his loss. I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows. Maybe. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Eager for battle. A minor hindrance. Mine's never quiet.
Premium trinkets and doodah.
Open up. Breathe deep and move. Let's see.
Last night's best bargain, right here. This place is awesome.
bom não, mas...
I missed that! Awesome!
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Hiss! I say hiss! I see. Yes, perhaps you're right. Fine. I call myself His Majesty. Plenty of pointless banging about. The only highlight was when the cleric here promised me a bit of milk that is yet to materialize. My conclusion? She's a liar. It was quite straightforward. I slinked. I'd rather die.
Ok. E aí, diabão?
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
Parece que ele tá com o olho roxo.
No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? Where's Square now, Chief? Say, do you play Lance Ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Maul's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Opa.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you?
Ele tá com o olho roxo, tá? Lembrança de que apanhou pra mim.
What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. Hell is wherever I take it. I just call it hope, remember? But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. Why spoil it? It's all out there, waiting to be discovered. You never know what you might find if you just dig a little deeper. She won. She has a taste for it now. she'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. All in good time, dear. See you soon.
Sortar a mão na sua orelha, você vai ver, Raphael.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked? Raphael's angling for the girl's soul. She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Mole's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
E a Carla aqui tem algo a dizer?
Hey, you.
Tem não. Jaheira.
Please. Be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh my gods.
To your very good
fogo
health.
aí, Carlac. Incendiar o negócio.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, It seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. And the wit to know when it will not avail you, I think. We must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
No momento algum eu falei do artefato. Como ela sabe?
You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. Before you go, there's somebody else you should meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely. I'm sure it's very fine. But lanterns have a tricky habit of going out when you need them. Let's not spurn what few gifts the gods choose to give us,
Beleza, eu falo com ela, sim. Deixa eu ler esse livro. Eu sou baixinho demais pra ler. Que triste. Ah, livro de hóspede. Agora é aqui dentro. Opa, assassino fantasmagórico.
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too. Hope you find them.
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistular.
Nathaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
You found?
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
Vou usar Tô curioso pra saber isso.
He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him. Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness.
Boa.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
If he does, he isn't sane.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
We're discussing fist business, and you're no fist.
Vocês estão fazendo o quê? Só pondo o papo em dia?
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person?
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
Floric.
Hells. I know that voice. Will? In Timora's name, what happened to you?
The Hells have had their vengeance, and I doubt they are done with me.
Ye gods. Fate has no shortage of troubles to burden us with. We believe the cultists have taken your father to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in? I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then. Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Beleza. Tem mais nada para falar? Tinha tanto diálogo.
The journey back to Baldur's Gate won't be easier, but your task here is harder still. Timora be with you.
Não, cortou os assuntos.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. Oh, the city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Beleza. Falta só subir agora e conversar com a clériga da lua.
Take it easy while you can. We'll keep the watch.
Where am I needed?
If you insist.
Action, not reaction. An efficient path.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? What's up for discussion?
Glad you made it through the dark.
Like its will be done.
Into the shadows.
Never a dull moment. I need a quick word.
It's all up to you, chum. But no pressure.
We expect great things of you, so go. Be great.
Don't waste a step.
Pega os trem aqui antes de falar com a mulher ali fora. E depois vai ficar do lado de dentro e não dá pra pegar. Isso aqui parece tanto uma roupa pra ficar no acampamento.
What's inside?
Esse aqui é nice. Vamos ver se é bonitinho. É. Bonitinho. Vou usar assim. Já enjoei do design daquela armadura.
I didn't realize I had an audience.
The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isobel. Pleased to meet you. Bully for us. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
O meu impulso deu uma viajada aqui, hein? Mas se eu fizer isso, todo mundo aqui da pousada vai ser consumido pelas sombras, né? E aí eu vou perder o concerto do coração da Karlach e alguns vendedores aí. Acho que não vale a pena não seguir esse impulso aí.
Ketheric is a frightening man, but you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isobel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
O que você é?
True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
Vem.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isobel.
With Isobel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Come along, Isobel.
Não bate muito a labarda, né? Então talvez eu tô dando dano mínimo. Regaça. Acelerada. Morre.
Coming through.
Still on my feet.
Acho que só um vai. Rapaz, que regaço.
Swift and lethal. My prey awaits.
Não vou bater fogo não, cadê o malta? Será que aqui pega lá? Pega não. Boa. Reduz o movimento mesmo. Passa o turno, vai. Nice.
To do it.
bloqueado. Nada para fechar. Nossa, acertei a Jaheira sem querer. Não, pera, foi no ralado. Deixa eu ver. Não, foi na Jaheira mesmo. Ainda bem que não virou briga pro meu lado. Você tá maluco. Pode ser de boa. Ah, cara, nível 1 já mata.
Where's Jaheira?
Isobel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isobel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Pode deixar. Será que eu estraguei o velório? Estraguei. É. Não vou poder falar com o Marquinhos da vila. Caraca, mano. Tô forte demais com esses novos itens aí. Deu pra ver uma amostra do meu poder agora. Rebuildado e com itens novos. Tamo desse jeito aí. Ignorante. Poucas ideias. Ato 2 acho que vai ser de boa. Bom, vou tentar achar o corpo lá então. Eu ia pegar a resposta com o Marcos, né? Pegar a pista. Mas tem um corpo enterrado aqui, ó. E dentro desse corpo tem um escudo muito bom. Por aqui. Achou. Tá aí, ó. Represália escaldante. Resistência ao dano de fogo. Nós podemos fazer então fio de titã para Karlak. Vamos ver se ela pode usar primeiro. Pode, beleza. Fogo sombrio aqui. Isso aqui eu achei que era bom. É meme. E cadê o escudo novo? Prontinho. Todos os meus personagens agora com resistência ao dano de fogo. Tá quebrado, hein? Agora eu posso tocar fogo nele sem medo. É bola de fogo comendo solta aqui agora pra todo lado.
Must lug my guts through this hell. If not over, then through.
Bom, esse vídeo ele vai ficando por aqui. Foi um vídeo mais de conversação com uma amostra de poder no final. Espero que vocês tenham gostado aí do conteúdo. Eu particularmente acho muito interessante esses diálogos com os NPCs. E Nos vemos no próximo episódio. Muito obrigado a todos que estão acompanhando aí. Até a próxima.